Hello, everybody, and welcome to a new series that we are testing out on the channel. And if you like it, consider liking the video or letting us know in the comments if you want to see more of this. Because we've had this idea. Travis gave this to me like ages ago. This was buried somewhere in our idea sheet, and I thought, hey, this seems like a good time to try this series out. This series is not well prepared. This series is what we're going to do is we're going to take a card. In this week, it happens to be well prepared, and we have each built a deck around that card in our, I assume, what is going to end up being our play style, right? Because we all have different play styles on this channel, and one of the coolest things about this game is the fact that different players can look at a card and figure out something different to do with it. So, why don't we dive in? And Travis, I think I want to look at your deck first. So I also kind of wanted to look at it because I was going to be like, does this deck have practice makes perfect? And it does. Because I was thinking, yeah.
It has to.
What? Why wouldn't it?
Why wouldn't it? So Travis, I'll go through all the cards and like individually, but what were you thinking for approaching this well-prepared Joe Diamond deck?
I thought that I could get 5 book with the Necronomicon,
Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
which puts you up to a base of 9. And then you can use that to abuse archaic glyphs for a million clues.
A million clues. Sick, yeah.
Yeah,
So
and then
for every
like you
2
just
points to succeed. Yeah. Okay.
you pop a essence, a 4 symbol essence of the dream in there, and maybe like practice makes perfect to deduction. Maybe you got a location of clues.
Yeah, and I like this too because I mean, like in theory, this dream diary with its essence of the dream on a 4-shroud location basically just turns the shroud. It like reduces it with not reducing it, so it like cancels it. Then you use the Necronomicon, you go to 9. So really 13 to 4, let's say, and then you draw a -2, you succeed by 7, so you get 3
And
clues.
you get 4 clues. It's an additional clue, so you get 4.
It's an additional clue. You get 4 clues. Holy cow! Yeah.
Yeah.
So
we got
then
research librarians in here to find our dream diary, our Necronomicon, our occult lexicon in case there wasn't enough power.
Mm-hmm.
Our magnifying glasses are just kind of like derp items. They can be used as shields for stuff like Crypt Chill if you really need.
Yep. I like the
Milan and Kirby are cards I don't have to think about.
Yeah. I like
yeah,
with the Jeremiah Kirby that depending on what you need, like if you need the Necronomicon, you can go odd. If you need something else, like your archaic glyphs, you can go even.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice. And your practice makes perfect is also odd. And of course, practice makes perfect is here.
Yeah, why wouldn't it be? We were playing deductions. We like to play those a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's just take the initiative for extra symbols when we're doing archaic glyphs on our first test, or alternatively for defense, like you can practice makes perfect to take the initiative to have 5 for brain test and mythos phase, and then have it for your archaic glyphs trigger.
Nice. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, deduction is like just so many clues. Leadership is, again, we really struggle with the brain tests.
Yep.
But this one's like, it's mostly just a solid practice skill.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I didn't want to run Vicious Blow or Overpower. And Perception, again, it's just like, it goes hand in hand with deduction for practice makes perfect decks.
Just a good one.
Yeah, and we got some punches too, which are just like...
Oh yeah, this part of the deck.
Yeah, they're just cards, man.
Yeah. Just the other stuff, yeah. So shortcut. Yeah, so one thing with these decks is we did like our usual. We like to try to build, if we build a deck from nothing, we like to try to do 29 experience. Because I imagine if there was more, this also could have been done up a bit. But yeah, these are just cards that they just do things. So I noticed you also have a 1 of Calling in Favors.
Yeah, I had another slot in the deck, and I find this card actually plays incredibly well with Jeremiah Kirby.
Yeah, definitely. Because you're playing...
we have 2 comes into play effects with our allies.
Yep.
And yeah, like we can play the research librarian to find one of our tomes, and then like pick him up to either find the other one and draw a bunch of cards with Jeremiah Kirby, or just like turn him into one of the other ones.
Yep.
And have him in our hand in case we need him later for something.
Yeah. because I also know you've been playing. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you're doing a Mandy deck right now, and you have calling in favors and an ally. Which ally is that again?
Oh, that deck?
Yeah.
Dude, that deck has so many allies.
Yeah, because I was just like, because I knew you were telling me about that, so I was just wondering if like calling in favors is more on your radar now as a potential good one of if you have like Jeremiah Kirby and Research Librarian.
Yeah, that Mandy deck currently has 10 allies in it. And
Incredible.
Miskatonic Archaeology funding and a Charisma.
That's incredible. I love it. I love it. So yeah, for that one, we'll probably talk about that more. Like again on the channel, we'll bring it up. But that one, Travis, you're playing through it, campaign to campaign, keeping investigators as long as they survive.
Yep.
Nice. Yeah, that sounds fun. Sweet.
Yeah,
no,
some
the
of the
deck
early
looks.
scenarios have a joke, but
Yeah, that's yeah. What did you said? You messaged me that just that extracurricular activity with like 34 experience is kind of
yeah,
kind of
it
nothing.
didn't really feel fair.
All right. Yeah, no, the deck looks really cool. And I guess there's also, they call it Lexicon, which also can help you kill things. And also, when you don't have your Necronomicon yet, it still can give you a book boost. Sweet. All right. Bryn. We got a Schizo Tool well-prepared deck.
All right, so fair is fair. This isn't really a well-prepared deck. It's just a sawed-off shotgun deck that happens to have well-prepared in it. In a perfect world, we've got a bruiser to help bump up our punch score to succeed by enough to make this shotgun not suck. Because we can use that. It's effectively +4. And if we need to fight twice with the shotgun, we've already done it wrong. It's not going so well. We're playing well connected because it's another effect that we can stack on top of a shotgun test. And a high roller because there was XP for it. And again, bigger number.
So then you have an extra ammunition to fill it up again.
Yep. Yeah, we got a couple of supplies to hit with our backpack because we don't actually have that many different items.
Purchase to cash. I like this. I like this. Hit me.
Yeah, right.
This seems kind of spicy with the shotgun.
You can use it to make the shotgun a little better. You can use it when you're gambling with Gregory Gry.
Yeah.
It also sometimes is just like a bad lucky.
Yep, it's also sometimes just a bad lucky. It's true. Yeah, it's just an unreliable lucky, right?
Yeah, it's just the way it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it any good? Who knows? Who knows?
And then the Eon shard here is also probably because you had 1 experience.
Yeah, there was one XP left, and it's an item that I can find with the backpack.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Good point.
And it does stuff. We can use this to get +1 to our book with the well prepared because we do have 3 books, so up to 4 is not unreal.
Yeah, definitely. Man, even your backpack can help your fist or your foot out. I love it.
Yeah. All the assets have like kind of useful symbols. The bruiser's the one we really want to be using.
It makes sense. It gives you 4.
Yeah, it's worth 4. So
that's kind of spicy. And Gregor Gry is here for money and also the thrill of the gamble, right?
Yeah, he's largely here as a. When I got to the end, I realized I didn't really have that much economy in my deck, and well-connected kind of demands that you do.
Okay, yeah.
And I needed some more level 0 options, and I was like, yeah, Gregory Gry, and watch this.
Yeah, oh yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, Daring here also helps the shotgun.
Yeah.
I hope did I put Daring in my deck? Oh no, I didn't. I put Take the Initiative instead. But spoiler alert, my deck has a very similar philosophy to this one, but it's like here's the Bryn way. And then like the Justin way is just
You got a real shotgun.
yeah, it's just a boring, straight to the point. Mark Harrigan shoots the shotgun, and we're looking to get 5 damage consistently. So the shotgun boosts itself up. Like the sawed-off shotgun does boost you up 1, so that is a thing too. But the shotgun and the well-prepared for this Mark Harrigan deck, it gives you plus 5 now, which in theory is the number we want to succeed by. So like even that on its own is pretty nice and consistent. However, what I also wanted to do is I wanted to try and help my my brain as well, because Mark, he can take horror and that's a little bit spooky. So I was looking through all the assets and that's why I found Empty Vessel. It is very expensive XP wise, but I thought if I'm going to be building a well-prepared deck, I want to also be able to help as many stats that are relevant as I can. So that's why I liked Empty Vessel here, because it puts my brain up to 5 for a test, and it's also just like a good card. The only downside is that when you flip it, it loses those symbols. But it then replaces what it gave you with the ability to just cancel a token and heal you, which seems kind of nice and makes it so that Sophie isn't pissed off at you. Otherwise, then, like, it's pretty much like a backpack. We have a bandolier, so we can get the Thompson and the shotgun. Even if you only get the Thompson, I'm actually was very impressed with this gun in Mark. You know, you get to attack for 7. It pays itself back, essentially. Venturer is here to put bullets on our shotgun. Extra ammunition, bullets on the shotgun. For our stick to the plan, I have Ever Vigilant, a Prepared for the Worst, and a Snipe. The Snipe here is basically number 1. I had 1 experience to spend. And number 2, I thought we're trying to kill as much as we can with a shotgun. We might as well go for it. I could not resist putting in a Practice Makes Perfect, because Vicious Blow, Overpower, that's why I went with Take the Initiative. And then also the home front is also practiced. You have to, I just think it's like, there's just so many good cards in Mark that you just are going to be playing anyway. You might as well put a Practice Makes Perfect in the deck.
Great choice.
Otherwise, like, yeah, I have Economy in Stand Together. The gun also in itself is kind of economy. Like, there could reasonably be a bit more, but I thought also with the Ever Vigilant, we'd probably be fine for the most part. But that is probably where you could do a bit more in this deck. Like an emergency cache, for example, right? Like replace those evidences. But I also am pretty, like, when I've been playing my goons, there's a lot more downtime, because like you spend an action to shoot them with the shotgun, they're dead, and then you're like, okay, I'll just grab 2 pieces of coin off the ground. I'm rich. But yeah, this is how we'd all approach building around Well Prepared. So we have Travis's Necronomicon Well Prepared Joe Diamond, Bryn's Sawed-Off Shotgun Well Connected Schizo Tool, and my well-prepared shotgun, Mark Harrigan. If you're watching at home, you can find the deck list to these down in the YouTube description. And if you have any thoughts about how you would build a well-prepared deck, let us know in the comments. We would love to hear from you guys. Quick thank you to all of our patrons for supporting the channel. It means the world to us. Thank you so much for being you. Thank you so much for being awesome. Have a good one. And as always, GG's.